Twitter has quietly reinstated its misgendering policy, and admittedly, I took this one personally. Not literally personally, but I was deeply offended that they would do such a thing. And for several reasons. Now, Elon Musk has responded to the blowback. He's saying they're going to fix it. What happened is there was a court ruling in Brazil which required a rule on the platform that if you misgender or dead name someone, there would be some action taken against you. I do not accept that wholly. I do accept that I think Elon Musk agrees generally on classically liberal principles, anti-establishment and anti-woke principles. I think he's doing a pretty good job. And I think for the most part, he's not running the day-to-day operations of X. He's dealing with a bunch of companies. And in his soft leadership, as opposed to when he actually took things over, he was running it, now that he's sort of moved away, he is overseeing it, but he has other people handling the heavy lifting. They have begun to screw things up. Now, the reason why I take issue with this is I announced last week that I would be suspending all ad buys and the pro account for the Timcast company over this. I will say this as of now. I regret reacting so harshly and so quickly, as if to imply I didn't expect. I should have stopped and thought about it. That Elon Musk will take action on this one. He will seek to correct this. And the issue is that there need not be a misgendering or dead naming policy because you can just block people. But let's slow down. The issue is this. X quietly reinstated a rule that says if you use a pronoun for someone who does not identify with that pronoun, you will be deranked, shadow banned. If you refer to them by a name they no longer go by, you will be shadow banned. Now, of course, they're arguing it's only for harassment, but this is what they claimed way back when I went on Joe Rogan's show and confronted Dorsey. It's about harassment. No, it's not. I've been getting tons of people posting at me, tweeting at me, saying, here's a screenshot of me getting banned. Tons of screenshots of people saying things like, one was, men are not women. And they got a flag saying hateful conduct flag. One said, I'm not going to use the pronouns for these people. He is this, he is that, flagged. They're not even directly targeting these individuals. They're posts to someone else about an individual. This is a problem. Now, I'll tell you why I got upset about this and why I announced that I would be suspending ad buys. When all of these big companies began pulling their ads off X, I, along with many others, announced that we would be launching ad buys to use X. And it's really about two reasons. One, the ads are great. They actually work. Seriously, they do. And that's awesome. And two, if the platform is working, we got to support it. And Elon Musk reinstating people, even Alex Jones, has been tremendous. With all that being said, Friday when this was going down, I'm looking at the policy, I got pissed off. I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm pulling. I shouldn't have done that. And what was mostly embarrassing is, Elon Musk goes up on stage and says, if you're going to try and blackmail me with money, go F yourself. And I'm like, okay, I probably should have thought about this first because I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it to say, Elon, unless you instate the rules that I want, I will give you money. I meant it more like you promised your business would handle things certain ways. And for this, I decided to buy in. It's different from a big advertiser who says, we want to advertise on all these platforms, finds out that Elon's doing something they don't like and says, you know what, we're going to pull our ads because you do a thing we don't like. Similar, but different. Mine was, hey, you announced you're no longer doing bad things, so I'm going to support you. Hey, wait, you brought bad thing back. That kind of violates the tenet, the contract, not literal contract, but like the social contract I had. Because you did good, I support. Now that you are pulling that back, I pull back. So it's a positive versus a negative thing. That being said, Elon says he's going to be fixing it. I'll read this Daily Wire story, but I do want to point out where we are right now. Let me pull this up. Misgenderingpolicyx.com. Make sure it's still there in their hateful conduct policy. Let me see if I can pull this up. Dehumanization. Let's see. Gender identity is protected under the dehumanization. But I don't really care all that much about. Let me find the news article on this one. Ars Technica has it. The Hill has it. I wonder if there's a link for it. Let's see. They'll just link to each other. That's the silliest thing. X quietly revived anti-misgendering policy that Musk dropped last year. And Here we go. Is this the policy? Here we go. Updated policy. Let's see if it's still there. I want to say this. As of right now, here's my compromise. The Timcast corporate account will remain active. I'm not going to cancel that, but I did cancel an ad buy. That was a $25,000 ad buy. You may have watched me set that up live on the Timcast IRL Uncensored show. Become a member at timcast.com if you want to watch. And it was what did I tweet? Something like democracy should be illegal, and then I promoted it. Oh, that was funny. And $5,300 of the budget had been spent when I canceled the campaign. We're preparing a $100,000 ad buy, and the total spend for the month of March was aimed to be around $250 or so $1,000. That's on hold because I don't want to put money onto this platform if that's the case. And the challenge is I don't want to come off like I'm telling Elon Musk, you better do as I say, otherwise you're not getting me money. My money's not that significant. It's more of a, when you announced you were doing a thing that I liked, I said, okay, I will get on board with that. It was in response to those who were pulling ads off the platform. But kind of what pissed me off is you go to these big corporations pulling millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars because of, hate speech or whatever. So Elon says, go F yourselves. And I'm like, wow, this guy's sinking a lot of money by not bending the knee. I'm going to put money onto that platform. We need the ads. We have a marketing plan as it is, but I'm going to go heavier on this one because this guy, I think, is running his business better. He then reinstates this policy. Not he, but his company does. Now it feels like, hey, hold on. You are bending the knee to this ideology. You don't need my support. By bringing this policy back, you should be able to walk in the front door of all these big companies and say, hey, look, we brought back your leftist policy. We want your money again. You don't need it from me. It feels like a double dip. You know what I mean? You were losing money here, so me and a bunch of other people stepped up. Now you're putting the policy back in place. You're going to try and go back to this ad dollars? Okay, well, I feel swindled. You know what I mean? Not from Elon personally. I think he's doing the right thing. So that's why, okay, so what we're going to do, I won't cancel the Timcast account. It feels smarmy. It is what it is. But I'm not going to buy a big ad campaign on a platform that's a misgendering policy. If someone look, people go on X all the time and they insult me like crazy over my appearance, over things they make up, and they don't get banned for that. That's allowed, but misgendering is protected. No, I don't care they're insulting me. I ignore it. Whatever. I got a job. I'm not following these people. So why create a specific policy for this? Shouldn't exist. Elon Musk responded. He agreed. Targeted harassment. Let's see if they still have this up. Unwanted use of prior names and pronouns still exists in their March policy update. Where required by local laws, we will reduce the visibility of posts that purposefully use different pronouns to address someone other than what that person uses for themselves, or that use a previous name that someone no longer goes by as part of their transition. Given the complexity of determining whether such a violation has occurred, we must always hear from the target to determine if a violation has occurred. I'm not going to buy any ads on the platform. Okay, look. This is not an issue of hate speech. It's an issue of where required by local laws. Elon said it's about Brazil. I don't care. It's not, no beef. I don't care what Twitter does or doesn't do. I'm not going to buy ads on a platform that has this policy in place because it's a nonsensical ideological policy. There's a viral video going around now where it's like a workplace harassment video. And a guy says that he doesn't believe in using someone's preferred pronouns. And he is told is wrong. You cannot bring your personal beliefs into the workplace. And it's like, the pronouns thing is your personal belief. You see how they're trying to flip the script. Where required by local laws? Why is there a broad English page rule affecting the United States for a ruling in Brazil? I got a solution for you. X, here's what you do. br.twitter.com. And then in Brazil, you're in compliance. And Brazil, look, we got an issue. If X is making the argument that Brazil can issue a court ruling that pertains to the United States, I reject that wholly. This is where we're currently at. The story goes, Elon Musk offered assurances on Saturday to podcaster Tim Pool over how X, formerly known as Twitter, contends with users who identify as transgender. Of course, I tweeted to 41,000 likes. Wow, geez. I got to be honest, I'm kind of embarrassed because I just tweeted that it's got 5 million views. People were posting videos like Tim Pool's boycotting X, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I was just pissed off. I will be terminating all ad spend commitments and verified accounts over X reinstating the misgendering policy. Where I will leave it right now is we'll keep up our verified accounts, but I'm not going to buy ads so long as this policy exists because I only agreed to do these big ad spends to support Elon Musk, who is defying the woke establishment. Like, it's really that simple. I don't view it the same as Disney. Disney was like, screw you, Elon will burn you to the ground. Elon said, I defy you. And I said, I'm going to defend the guys defying the machine. But if X bends the knee to the machine, I'm out, baby. I'm a big fan of Elon Musk. I'm a Tesla shareholder. I've got several hundred shares of Tesla. I am livid over what's going on right now with these court rulings. The law firm trying to take $6 billion from Tesla. I'm super pissed off about this. I'm going to lose money on that Tesla investment because they're taking the pay package from the CEO. If Elon Musk gets his pay package of shares, it reduces the availability of shares, increasing the value for everybody. I want that to happen. I want the CEO to be incentivized. I want the CEO to say, this is where I store my value and it makes me wealthy, to protect that. Scumbags in Delaware, man. So I'm actually, seriously, who do I sue to get his pay package reinstated? Disgusting. Poole said in a separate post he had deleted a 25K ad campaign and noted plans for 200K in March. Full disclosure. I posted the image of the ad campaign that had been deleted. The 200K in March 100 had already been allotted. Fact, for the Culture War podcast under the Timcast account, we were preparing an ad buy for 100K on X promoting Fridays, 10 a.m. live, Tenet Media on YouTube, the Culture War podcast, which is my conversational, non-topical show. It is relatively topical. It's more thematic, but last week we talked about the Roman Empire. And so it's a free-form discussion on a wide range of issues and sometimes debates, as opposed to Timcast IRL, which is topical news commentary. We were going to do a $100,000 ad spend on X. We're pausing it. Maybe we'll put it somewhere else. I still, I'll still probably, here's the reason why I'm still doing the verified accounts. I do not want it to be like, I am pulling all my money because Elon, ooh, how dare you? No. Here's what makes sense. We had verified accounts. We were paying for this. When Elon was taking over, I was like, we're going to support this. I respect Elon for tweeting at me saying they're going to fix and look into it. I have tremendous respect. I am humbled that the CEO of this major tech company and one of the richest men in the world would actually take the time to address this issue to me when I don't spend anywhere near as much money on the platform. And so again, I tremendously respect that. That being said, we'll keep the verified accounts operational, which is thousands of dollars per month. Seriously, it is. It's expensive. But okay, that matters. We're getting something for that. We're getting the functionality. As for the big ad buy, I just can't do it because the ad buy commitment was based on Elon defying the woke machine. And if the company now is bending the knee to it, I don't want to put money into that. We do put money on YouTube. We did for the last song. And I think it's a fair point to question that even right now, because YouTube does have similar policies pertaining to misgendering and all that stuff. However, my friends, I got to be honest with you. Twitter's policies and enforcement, it's substantially worse. It really is. Everyone wants to complain about YouTube. YouTube does strike people down. But there are people on X who are getting tweets removed or shadow banned when they're not even directly addressing someone. The issue with YouTube's rules as it pertains to misgendering, targeted misgendering, is you have to say the person's name, point to them, call them out. With X, they say it's the case, but there are people who are having conversations amongst themselves who are getting shadow banned for this. Surprisingly is worse enforcement. That being said, I do think it's fair to question where we spend any of our ad dollars because of this. When we've bought physical billboard, we have not had that issue. We've actually been able to run ads that, my conversations with these physical ad buyers are like, don't care. It's a billboard. Nobody comes complaining to us. I do think, I'll put it this way. I am neutralizing my current spending on X over this, meaning we may run ads. Just the commitment that was made because Elon Musk was defying the woke machine, I'm putting a hold on that. But we'll still probably buy ads in some form or other. In fact, I'd much prefer to buy ads on Rumble And so we'll actually look into all that. Brazil's Supreme Court ruled that homophobic slurs were punishable by prison after it determined homophobia was a crime. I got an answer for you. Twitter just needs to put, if you engage in criminal activities, your account may be suspended. Done. Mission accomplished. Pool shared a link to The Hill about a quiet update, and I showed this. They still have it. The page on the website was updated January 2024, contains a section of use of prior names and pronouns. The section claims that it will reduce visibility of posts that purposefully use different pronouns to address someone other than what that person uses for themselves. I'm livid. I reject this. Okay, I absolutely reject it. I tweeted, hateful conduct, X is the woke mind virus. I hope this gets resolved. Elon responded saying, fixing. An individual said, male and female, there are only two sexes, male and female, and no amount of gobbledygook is going to change that. And he got flagged for this. Eric Weinstein even came out and said, you must understand, I agree with you. Eric Weinstein has been very good on the issue. He had an interview where he was trying to be compassionate, I suppose, to the gender social argument, and it did not go off well. He has come out saying, no, you're right. I agree with you on this one. So I can respect that 100%. But you can see here these flaggings happened. Elon said he was fixing it. The question is he fixing that one post or is he fixing the whole thing? To which I responded, I should always wait because you always seem to do the right thing or try your best. Massive respect. And that's when I was like, it's kind of embarrassing to throw a temper tantrum on X and just be like, I am pissed off. You know, look, it pissed me off because Elon defies the woke machine. I say, I'm going to put $250,000 on. Not an easy thing for us to do. That is a lot of money. We may have money. That is a lot. And it's a heavy commitment. And then X turns around and enacts this misgendering policy. Yo, I argued this to Jack Dorsey 5 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. It was 2019, right? 5 years ago, I argued this. And it's back. Come on. You know, like I was like, I'm going to throw money down. It's not easy for me to do because we're holding the line. But this is not holding the line. Mad respect to Elon Musk reaching out and addressing this for sure. I said, X is the only platform where the owner treats you like the customer and tries to engage to make it better. And thank you to Elon Musk. I do thank him for doing that. But I must stress, Rumble has a much stronger position on free speech right now, even getting shut down in some countries for refusing to comply. It is not an easy world, and I totally get that. When I said there's no reason to have a misgendering or dead-naming policy, Elon Musk said, I agree, and I respect it. So, look, as of right now, the challenge for everybody is I'm gonna try to understand things from Elon's perspective. One, he can't run X 24/7. He sets things in place. He hires someone and says, do a good job. A lot of people were concerned. He's handling issues with Tesla and SpaceX as well. I'm also a Tesla shareholder. I'll tell you why. The value of Tesla it's going to go up. I'm not giving you financial advice. Don't buy things based on what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I saw the price of Tesla. I saw the ubiquity of Tesla chargers, the releasing of what they call the North American Standard. And I said, these vehicles are the best short-range vehicles. If you can afford it, not everybody can. You get a gas car, you get an electric car. Why? When we drive locally, we only drive electric, and it like cuts our gas cost in half. Granted, I know not everybody can afford it, but Elon also reduced the cost of the vehicles. It cut them in half, basically. So now they're becoming more affordable. There are issues with security and shutdown and all that stuff, but your cheaper version of a Tesla that you can plug in at home, when we go to get groceries, when we're running errands, it's almost free. With the gas vehicle, you got to fill it up, and it's getting expensive. But for longer range trips, no question, the gas is where it's at. That being said, Tesla is greatly improving this. So what do I see? I see the value of Tesla skyrocketing. So what I did, well, I think it was let me see if I can actually have the date of when I bought, because it was like a year ago or something like this. And I have been doing well, but since this insane court ruling, I'm losing money. Do I have the date on here? I'm up a decent amount of money on this, and I'm pissed off what they're doing to Elon Musk. It looks like, where is this? Wait, really? Oh, I might have had shares in Tesla for a long time, actually. How do I see this? I may have had like one or two or something. No, I don't know. I think it was like a year ago that I bought. I'm not entirely sure. But the reason that I buy is I look at what Elon Musk is doing and I'm like, this guy's hitting it out of the park. He's going to make money. For that reason, this investment is good. A good company with good leadership. Then some dude sues. Now a judge has blocked the pay for the CEO, and that puts my money at risk. And now the stock is way down. What is the stock down as? Let me pull this up. Since that stupid ruling. Man, it just dropped like it's down 6% today. That's ridiculous, man. I'm annoyed. I mean, it's still up a couple percent, but I believe we are being held back by this. Anyway, look, long story short. I think Elon Musk does great work. I think he's a good dude. I think he's a smart guy. I think he's on the right side. And I think it's very, very difficult for him to manage all of these businesses at once. There's got to be a solution to the misgendering thing outside of ideology. I am not here. Let me stress this point. You want an inversion? You want the conservative? Okay, how about this? Elon Musk, bring in a policy that says, if you use a preferred pronoun, you will be banned. How about that? That would be what the right wants, right? If someone is male and you call them female, if somebody is male and they want to be called a female and you agree with them, you will be banned. That's the inversion of the policy. Using someone's preferred pronoun, if it's factually incorrect, is a violation and you will be suspended and be deranked for it. Why not that? Why not that one? Instead, they enforce the leftist worldview that if you don't use their preferred pronoun, that makes, I'm sorry. I'm not even asking for either of those. I'm saying outright, just don't have one. Just say if you feel harassed, block the person. How about this? If a person engages in illegal activity, as per their locality, your account may be reduced in visibility. Problem solved. Misgendering policy removed. We carry on. You satisfy all legal requirements. I think that's the way it should be done. Well, I'm going to leave it there. We got more to talk about. Thanks for hanging out. Next segment's coming up at 4 p.m. on this channel, and I will see you all then.